Are you ready to plant the seed for achievement? Yes. Wonderful. What I'm talking about is truth. The seed for achievement is truth. Not the kind of truth we hear a lot about, but it's inner truth. It is a concept called praxis. It is the integration of belief with behavior. Many of our beliefs are of a conscious nature. They're not integrated. If somebody had asked me 14 years ago if I believed I was honest, I would say, of course I'm honest. I had become a master at lying to myself. A master. Growing up in an environment where you just follow along with the gang. You go to the school because they go to that school. You go out and drink every weekend because they go out and drink every weekend. You play in the band because they played in the band. You date the type of people you did because they did it. All those years, that inner dissatisfaction kept building and building and building because I knew it wasn't me. To a point where my body started breaking down. I became sick because I compromised my inner truth for the majority of my life. I had become a product of my environment to such a degree that my inner truth was compromised on a daily basis. The moment I decided to remove myself from the environment, everything started to shift. The integration of belief with behavior is an important concept. So I would like to illustrate this with an illusion. You ready for that? Let's do this. All right. So I say I believe a whole lot of things, and we all do, probably. So on this side, we're going to write down our beliefs, what we believe. And on the other side, we have behavior. This is so good. It's one of my favorites. Illusion. Inner truth is the integration of belief with behavior. Now, what is a common belief I think a lot of people have? Certainly, I would say I believe I can multiply my income. Who's with me on that? Yeah. Absolutely. We say we can definitely multiply income, right? I totally believe that. Today's Sunday. You know, we have these leads and these opportunities, but I'll call them on Friday because there's that Netflix thing I need to get to, right? So we say we believe that we can multiply our income, but are we actually acting on it when the opportunity shows up? In many cases, we don't, right? What should we do? If that belief is integrated in our system, how would we act? What should we act on a daily basis? Anybody? Throw something at me. Just words, not things. You said goals? Goals. All right. We should definitely act on our goals every day. Perfect. I like that. Let's do a few more. This was a big one for me. I believe I'm honest. Can you recognize that? Who believe they're honest? Raise your hand if you believe you're honest. Yeah, I believed that too for many years, but I wasn't honest to myself. You know, and that's what we're talking about here. So we say we're honest, but then we go to a social setting, you know, group of friends, somebody starts to talk about somebody who's not there. Negatively. Do we say something? Do we speak up in that person's defense? Or do we sort of go with it? Nobody's getting hurt. That's a compromising situation. We're compromising what we know is the truth and what we know is right. What should we do? Speak up. I'm honest and I'm always speaking up. I like that. All right. You see, it's amazing. We live with this every day. This is not just 2-3 times in our lifetime. This happens on a daily basis. This morning, I was getting ready to compromise my truth. I was getting ready, put on a suit, put on a tie, because I figured, you know, it's the environment here, it's a proper thing to do. And I was down here, I was practicing, I was moving around. I'm like, this is so uncomfortable. I never wear ties on stage because I can't move, they get in the way. And then it hit me. Dang, I'm compromising my truth. What am I doing in order to try and fit in and be proper? What the heck? So I went right back up to my room, changed my whole outfit, and came back like this. Because it happens all the time, doesn't it? What's right for me might not be right for you, but how often do we go along with the crowd? What is one more? I believe, and this is something we're definitely learning this weekend, we have infinite potential. Right? Infinite potential. P stands for potential. I believe I have infinite potential. Yes, I do. Paradigm shift is over. I go home and now I'm gonna rock the world. Believe I have infinite potential. Who believe they have infinite potential? If you don't by now, you should. Beautiful. I need to see all hands up. Come on. Yes. Great. How many find themselves in a job they don't like that's giving them results they don't want? Be honest. Some. Good. All right. That's a perfect example. If I believe I have infinite potential, I would never allow myself to stay in a job I don't like that's giving me results I don't want, and I'm probably also afraid to get fired at the same time. That belief is not integrated. What should we do? Say that again? Quit! Love it. Absolutely. Quit. Do it sooner than later. Quit. There. Do it before you leave this seminar, because if you don't make the advanced decision, I challenge you to do that. I challenge you to do that, and it's going to scare the crapola out of you. But believe me, if you can't do it today, you won't do it tomorrow. The moment you go home, the paradigm is going to snap you back into conformity, and you're going to compromise on the truth again. So how do we take our beliefs and match them with our behavior? How do we turn these beliefs of a conscious nature into our behavior? How do we do that? Well, that's why we're here, isn't it? It's done through a process that we're taught by Mr. Bob and Sandy. It is very effective. It is something that served me so incredibly well over just the last 3 years. Rewiring our subconscious mind to start thinking differently. And we do that through what we call constant spaced repetition. And from a logical standpoint, it makes absolutely no sense, does it? None. But when we understand this, and we understand these concepts better and better and better as we're doing this weekend, we can take our beliefs, we can integrate them with behavior, and when we do, we'll have found inner truth. Are you ready to create real magic?